Opening scene. The story begins with Captain James Reed standing in the Grand Council chamber. Around him sit representatives from 40 different alien species. The chamber is enormous, with floating platforms and holographic displays. The humans are the newest species to request membership in the Galactic Council. James feels small. The other species have been traveling the stars for thousands of years. Humanity has only had faster-than-light travel for 50 years. The council members look down at the human delegation with cold eyes. The presentation. Dr. Lisa Morgan steps forward to present Earth's application. She shows humanity's achievements: peaceful unification of Earth, clean energy solutions, medical advances, cultural diversity. The council members barely look at the displays. Some whisper to each other. Others check their datapads, clearly bored. High Counselor Vorn sits on the highest platform, his scales gleaming under the lights. His eyes are half closed, showing disinterest. The insult. When Lisa finishes, Ambassador Krell speaks first. His feathers ruffle as he laughs. "You bring us peace treaties and medicine?" He says, "Children's toys. What can you offer the galaxy?" General Thane clicks his mandibles together. "Your military is primitive. Your ships are slow. Your weapons are outdated by 3,000 years. You have fought wars on one small planet. We fight wars across star systems." High Counselor Vorn finally speaks. His voice is deep and cold. "Humans, you are young. Too young. The galaxy is dangerous. You would be destroyed in weeks without our protection. The demand," Vorn continues. "We will grant you provisional membership. But there are conditions. You must give up your weapons. You must allow our peacekeepers on your worlds. You must pay tribute 30% of your resources. You must share all your technology with us." James feels anger rising in his chest. These conditions would make Earth a colony, not a member. Lisa looks at him with worried eyes. The other council members smile. They have done this to other young species before. "And if we refuse?" James asks quietly. Vorn's laugh is like grinding stones. "Then you stay in your small corner of space, alone, unprotected. When the raiders come, when the slavers find you, when the void creatures hunt you, you will have no one to call. You will beg us to save you, and we will remember that you refused our generous offer." The response. James takes a deep breath. He thinks about Earth, about the billions of people trusting him to make the right choice, about humanity's long history of fighting when cornered. "We need time to discuss this with our government," James says. Vorn waves a clawed hand. "You have 3 days. Return with your answer. But know this, the galaxy does not wait for anyone. Accept our terms, or face the darkness alone." The private discussion. The humans are given a small room to wait. Lisa paces back and forth. "They're treating us like children," she says. "Like we're stupid." James sits down heavily. "They think we're weak. They've probably done this to dozens of species. What do we do?" Lisa asks. James looks at his datapad. On it is a message from Earth Command. Just 2 words. "Show them." A small smile crosses James's face. "We follow orders," he says. The revelation begins. The next day, the humans request a special session. Vorn grants it, expecting them to accept the terms. The council gathers again. James stands in the center of the chamber. "We have an answer," he says. "But first, we want to show you something about humanity. Something you need to understand." Vorn sighs. "More pictures of your art? Your music? We have seen enough." "No," James says quietly. "We want to show you our history. The real history. Not the peaceful parts. Not the pretty parts. The parts we usually don't talk about." Lisa activates a holographic display. Images begin to appear. Vorn leans forward slightly, curious despite himself. You asked what humanity can offer the galaxy, James says. You mocked our weapons as primitive. You laughed at our experience in war. You think we are soft because we talk about peace. The images continue to play. The council chamber grows quiet. Let me tell you about humans, James says. Let me tell you about a species that was born in war, raised in conflict, and survived things that would break most of your civilizations. Asterisk the history lesson. The holographic display fills the council chamber with images from Earth's past. James begins to speak, his voice steady and calm. Our planet is a death world, he says. Most of you come from safe worlds. Gentle gravity, stable climates, calm environments. The images show Earth volcanoes erupting, hurricanes tearing across oceans, earthquakes splitting the ground. The council members shift uncomfortably. Earth tried to kill us every single day, James continues. We evolved running from predators that could rip us apart. We survived ice ages that froze entire continents. We endured plagues that killed half our population. And we kept going. General Thane clicks his mandibles. Many species face hardship. This proves nothing. I'm not finished, James says coldly. The wars. Lisa changes the display. Now it shows human conflicts. Ancient battles. Medieval sieges. Modern warfare. We didn't just fight nature, James says. We fought each other. For 10,000 years, we perfected the art of killing. We studied it. We practiced it. We became very, very good at it. The images show weapons evolving swords, guns, tanks, aircraft, missiles. The council watches in silence. We fought wars that lasted decades. Wars that killed millions. We invented weapons so terrible that we scared ourselves, James says. We created bombs that could destroy entire cities in seconds. We made diseases that could wipe out populations. We built machines designed only to kill efficiently. Ambassador Krell's feathers are now flat against his body. Barbaric, he whispers. Yes, James agrees. Absolutely barbaric. And we are still here. Do you understand? We unleashed hell on ourselves repeatedly, and we survived every single time. The survival instinct. James walks slowly around the chamber floor. You called our weapons primitive. You're right. They are. Do you know why? Silence. Because we haven't needed to upgrade them, James says. We've been fighting ourselves on one planet. Small wars. Limited conflicts. We designed these primitive weapons to work in cities, in jungles, in deserts, in space stations. Environments where we couldn't use our worst tools. He pauses. What you see as primitive, we see as restrained. High Counselor Vorn leans forward. What do you mean? Dr. Lisa Morgan speaks now. Counselor, may I ask a question? How many of your species have destroyed their own planets? Vorn looks confused. Destroyed? None. That would be insane. Exactly, Lisa says. But humans? We came close. 3 times. We developed weapons powerful enough to make our world uninhabitable. And we chose not to use them. That took more strength than building them. The warning. James activates another display. This one shows human military exercises. Ships maneuvering. Weapons firing at targets. The council sees formations, tactics, precision. You think we're weak because we talk about peace, James says. But we talk about peace because we know war. Really know it. Every human child learns about our wars. Every human remembers what we did to each other. The display shows memorials, museums, monuments to fallen soldiers. We built peace out of blood and ash, James continues. We united our entire species not because it was easy, but because we knew what would happen if we didn't. We looked at our history and said, never again. General Thane stands up. Why tell us this? Are you threatening us? James looks directly at him. No, General. I'm warning you. The Unity revelation. Lisa brings up new images. Factories, research facilities, ships under construction. You asked what humanity can offer the galaxy, she says. You wanted to know what we bring to the Council. The images show massive industrial complexes, weapons research, military academies. Here's the truth, Lisa says. Humanity spent 10,000 years fighting. We learned every possible way to hurt, harm, and destroy. Then we spent 50 years uniting. Do you understand what that means? Ambassador Krell shakes his head slowly. It means we took all that knowledge, all that experience, all those weapons, and we aimed them outward, James says. We're not fighting each other anymore. We're ready for whatever the galaxy throws at us. The real strength, James's voice grows harder. You said we'd be destroyed in weeks without your protection. You said we're weak. You said we're children. He activates a final display. It shows Earth's actual military strength. The numbers shock the Council. We have 600 warships, James says. Each one designed by people who spent millennia perfecting warfare. We have weapons you've never seen, tactics you've never imagined. And most importantly, he pauses for effect. We have 4 billion people who remember war and will do anything to prevent it from coming to our worlds again. 4 billion people who know how to fight, how to sacrifice, how to survive. The changed atmosphere. The council chamber is completely silent now. The arrogant smiles are gone. High Counselor Vorn's scales have paled slightly. So here's our answer to your offer, James says quietly. No, asterisk. Anu order the refusal. The word hangs in the air like a blade. High Counselor Vorn's eyes widen. No species has ever refused the Council's terms. You refuse? Vorn's voice is dangerous now. You understand what this means? You will be alone, unprotected. When enemies come, let them come, James interrupts. His voice is steel. We faced worse than anything your galaxy can throw at us. We faced ourselves. General Thane rises from his seat, mandibles clicking angrily. This is foolishness. You are one small species. We are 40 civilizations. We control half the galaxy. Lisa steps forward calmly. General, let me ask you something. How many wars has the Council fought in the last 1,000 years? Thane pauses. 12 major conflicts. We won them all. And how many did you win without losing planets? Without losing billions of lives? Lisa asks. Silence. That's what I thought, Lisa says. You win by overwhelming force. By numbers. You've forgotten how to actually fight. The counteroffer. James activates his datapad. We didn't come here to be your subjects. We came here to be your equals. So here's our counteroffer. The council members lean forward despite themselves. We will join the Galactic Council, James says, as full members. Equal votes. Equal rights. We keep our weapons. We keep our sovereignty. We keep our resources. Vorn laughs, but it sounds uncertain now. And what makes you think we'll accept these terms? James smiles. It's not a friendly smile. Because we're offering something you need desperately. We need nothing from you, Ambassador Krell says, but his feathers are trembling. Really? Lisa activates a new display. It shows maps of the galaxy. Red zones mark conflict areas. Your empire is shrinking. Raiders attack your borders constantly. The void creatures move closer every year. Pirates steal your shipments. And you can't stop them. She points to the red zones. You're spread too thin. Your peacekeepers are defensive fighters. They protect, but they don't hunt. They react, but they don't attack. And you can. Vorn asks. Yes, James says simply. Because that's what we do best. The demonstration. James continues. 3 months ago, a raider group attacked one of your mining colonies. Sector 7. You lost the colony and 600 lives. The raiders escaped. Vorn's scales darken. We know about Sector 7. What's your point? We tracked them, Lisa says. We found their base. We've been watching them for 2 months. The council erupts in noise. Impossible. Thane shouts. We searched for years. James brings up surveillance footage. It shows a hidden asteroid base. Raiders moving supplies. Ships docking. You searched in patterns, James explains. Logical patterns. Military patterns. We searched like hunters. Like predators. We thought like criminals, like survivors, like desperate people. He zooms in on the base. We can destroy this base tomorrow. We have ships in position right now. 1 word from me, and the raiders are gone. The shift. High Counselor Vorn sits back slowly. The arrogance is completely gone from his face now. He looks at James with new eyes. Why haven't you attacked? Vorn asks quietly. Because we wanted to offer it to you first, James says. As a gift. A demonstration of what humanity brings to the council. You would do this? Destroy the raiders for us? Ambassador Krell asks. Not for you, Lisa corrects. With you? As partners. As equals. James walks to the center of the chamber. Here's what we offer. Humanity joins the council as full members. In exchange, we become your hunters. Your special forces. Your problem solvers. He looks around at all the council members. You've built a great civilization on diplomacy and cooperation. That's admirable. But every civilization needs people who can do the dark work, the dangerous work, the work that keeps everyone else safe. The understanding. General Thane slowly sits down. You want to be our military arm? No, James says. We want to be partners who happen to be very good at warfare. You focus on building, exploring, and growing. We'll handle the threats. Together, we make the galaxy safer. Vorn is quiet for a long moment. The chamber waits. You're not what we expected, Vorn finally says. No, James agrees. We're not cute. We're not harmless. We're not children. We're humans. We're survivors. And we're offering friendship on equal terms. The decision. Vorn looks at the other council members. Silent communication passes between them. Finally, he nods. The council will vote, Vorn announces. But first destroy the raider base. Show us what humanity can truly do. James nods. He speaks into his communicator. Captain Drake, you are authorized. Execute Operation Thunder. Somewhere in deep space, human warships move. The resolution. 2 days later, the council reconvenes. The raider base is gone. Eliminated in 14 minutes with 0 casualties. The efficiency shocks the galaxy. The vote is unanimous. Humanity joins the Galactic Council as equals. As the session ends. Vorn approaches James privately. We underestimated you, the counselor admits. James extends his hand. Most people do, once. Vorn grasps the human's hand carefully. Welcome to the council, Captain Reed. I suspect the galaxy will never be the same. James smiles. Counselor, we're just getting started. The end? Asterisk.